What's up, taters? This is Tree. So listen, woo! I got two updates. I'm not going to go over this video that was done 3 days ago that she did on her YouTube. I'll do that one tomorrow. But I want to talk about this live. It was about an hour and 2 minutes, and her and her enabling sister is on. They are both unhinged, and you can tell that this is bothering Liz. I don't care about the whole you're the single baby daddy now, you're the single father now, I don't have my baby. I'm sorry, ladies, that's just cope. You guys are so, not you guys, but I'm saying anybody who support Liz right now, you're just damaged goods, and she's damaged goods, and you all are pretending that you're happy. What Liz is doing, getting drunk, going on live, dancing, she's coping. She's miserable. I know for a fact, and so do you, that she loves her son. There's no way you're going to damn near die giving birth. You get an emergency C-section, and therefore you cuddle your baby, you breastfeed your baby, you bond with your baby, and next thing you know, because you lay down with a POS and you let him skeet in you without even knowing him, without even basically understanding what type of man this is, because you think, I manifest him like he looks like me. I manifest him because you believe in all that. You didn't open your minds to realize that this guy could be running game on you. And so now that he has won, Landon has won. Now you're coping. But this is eating her up alive. And she got all these silly young women. Because there's no woman, I don't see any woman mid-30s and up that are saying, yes, girl, leave your baby. I don't see anybody on it. It's always these women who don't have kids, okay? It's a lot of them on TikTok. The young women who don't have kids, a lot of women who have they're damaged from other relationships, instead of them healing from it, instead of them basically taking the time to keep their legs closed, and by all means, stop letting men skeet in you. In other words, stop letting them finishing you, you would never have these problems. But she does a live stream where she announced that her visa got rejected. And I'm going to tell you why her visa got rejected. Well, I'll give you 3 reasons. But she's going to sit up here and make up a story that Landon did it, and this is just cope. So I'm not going to go over all of this. I think I'm just going to go over about maybe 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes of it, and then I'm just going to shut it down, because her sister, who's enabling all this mental delusion, they going on a bunch of rant about America ain't this, America ain't that. But girl, you came here to have a baby. You basically had an anchor baby here. So if America wasn't all that, then why did you have your baby here? Why did you buy a house and put it in Landon's name? Beautiful house, by the way. Put it in his name. Why did you buy cars? Why did you have animals? If America was like this crazy cesspool of a place, then you sure was being comfortable up in here. Anyway, we'll get to that argument later, because this video is going to be a trip. Let's go ahead and watch this.
Okay. So guys, I have some news for you guys that I really wanted to share. Are you guys ready for the big news? Wait, how many people are watching? Because I want everyone to know this. Let's see.
1,000.
1,000. 1,000. Okay. So basically, are you ready, guys? Are you ready? My visa for the United States got denied. Let's go.
Y'all know that meme where you have Wojak has a mask smiling, but behind you just see him crying with all these blue tears just flowing down his face. That's Liz right now. Liz is putting on that mask like she's smiling, but behind she's crying. She's very unhappy because a loser like Landon, whatever his name is, got the best of her. He's one up and her life is miserable. Liz has been doing several drunk streams, and she gets so embarrassed when she sobers up, she deletes them. She's on Twitch, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that. So she deletes any of these streams where it makes her look bad. She makes sure her it's not on TikTok anymore. But people clip these live streams, and she's like, keep talking about, yes, I ain't got to worry about being a mother now. You can keep the son. This is just a cope. And she got these women believing that this is the way to go. But these women don't have kids either. Listen, if you don't get pregnant in the first place, you ain't got to worry about leaving the child with the father, dumbasses. Stop if you're young and you have heartbreak. Just listen to me, please. Stop listening to people like Liz. I know it feel good because they're saying the things that make you feel, yeah. F them, F the patriarchy, yeah, down with men, decent men. I know it feels good, but that won't heal you, baby girl. It won't heal you. And Liz will go on years bitter and angry and hurt because she is not there to raise her son. And because she still loves her son, she's going to be at the mercy of her baby daddy. She's going to sit up here and say, you can raise him now, but she doesn't believe this. I promise you. Watch.
And guys,
everyone's saying yes. Guys.
Yes. No, listen. And why did it get denied? Let's talk. We have some information about someone that works at the place.
Yeah.
And they basically said that someone was called and they lied about me. And they made sure that my visa got denied.
Okay, this is a lie. First of all, Liz hired a very expensive lawyer to help her get her visa renewed. So she is not allowed to talk to immigrations. Her lawyer talks to immigrations. Now, I don't know what she thinks this is, but those kind of conversations of, well, it was denied and here's the reason why it was denied because we got a phone call. That doesn't happen. That never happens. The United States government is not unprofessional like that. They would never do something like that. If it happened, I don't think it happened. Let me tell you why I think her visa got denied. And she knows why it was denied, but she's lying, trying to vilify Landon. And by the way, he is a villain, but he's her villain because she opened her legs to him the first week they met and had raw sex with him until she got pregnant because she allowed that loser to finish inside of her before she realized what type of loser he is. Then she got pregnant, and instead of getting an abortion, she decides to have it. And at 4 months, she finds out that he cheated on her. And now she's like, well, it's 4 months. I don't want to have an abortion at this stage. So she decides to have it, and she decides to have it in America instead of her country. Or any other country but America. She could have had the baby in Canada for all we care. But she had it in America for a reason. Now, I believe that she was here on a K-1 visa. And that's what is called a fiancé visa. And if they got married, then if her and Landon got legally married, then they will go on. And by the way, I need to correct myself. I was wrong when I said that her and Landon are common law married. Because she's not a legal resident, the common law doesn't apply to them in Texas. So, hey, unlike Liz, when I basically tell when I tell something wrong, when I'm straight wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong, and I was wrong that because she is a foreigner, she does not fall underneath the common law marriage in Texas. So there was a chance she was here under the K-1 visa, the immigration visa, and because she didn't get married, it was denied. I also believed, a part of me believes that she overstayed her visa anyway. And even though she self-deport, the fact that they have on record that she left America after the expiration date of her visa, she overstayed. Therefore, she was going to be denied because of that. Because you can't do that, and you will be banned for 10 years if you self-deport or you get deported after your visa has expired. And the third reason, which I definitely know for a fact played into her getting denied, she's a criminal. I know you guys are thinking like, well, it was just a slap. She was still arrested for DV assault. It's in the system, okay? She went to jail for that. She was charged for that. And you all know that the first to go are any immigrants who have violated the law in America, especially physical violence laws. You're the first to go. You are the first to go. We're not talking about running a red light. We're not talking about jaywalking. We're literally talking about putting your hands on someone else. And she admitted to the police as well as the courts that she slapped Landon. And that's why she went to jail. And because of that, that is the reason why she got denied. So let's stop this whole thing of Landon called and he told them that I was out. Look, it doesn't work that way. Y'all don't even know how to write. Y'all don't even know how to lie right. I believe her lawyer told her that that was one of the three, if not all three reasons why she was denied. Okay. And now she wants to reframe the story because her lawyer has the paperwork from the immigration office of why she was denied. They will give it to you in writing. Notice how she's not showing it here. And she's a liar. She's very egotistical and ego driven. So she has to save face. So instead of basically her taking the L and owning what she did wrong, she's going to blame her baby daddy.
We all know who that guy is. So basically made me unable to travel to the United States, see my son, because they believe that I should only be in the United States if I am married to them. So they basically...
So that's what I'm saying. She was on I believe she was on a fiance K-1 visa. And because they never got married, because she found out that he cheated on her, so she was already pregnant and they were ready to go ahead and get, like, even though they was telling everybody they were married, I think that she was going to, because she said she never wanted a wedding. So I think they was going to get married at a courthouse, but she found out he cheated on her and she decided to call off the actual official legal wedding and figure something out in the process. They still stayed together in their relationship because Landon showed evidence of that. I do believe I have it here. Yeah, right here. So you have, like, Landon put her on blast to show that those two was like coupled up. They were booed up with the baby. So after she had the baby, they were still in a relationship. After everything that Abby has warned her about, but then again, she paid Landon to shut her down. She paid Landon money to get her an attorney to shut Abby down. Even though Abby was a girl's girl and was trying to warn Liz, hey, listen, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Liz can't lose. She hates to lose. And she's losing bigly here. And turns out that even after all the cheating, after all the fact that another woman like called him out, she still stayed with Landon.
He made me lose $30,000 on lawyers. Made me lose my visa.
Yeah.
No, you lost your visa. Landon didn't lose. I want you to understand this whole thing about Landon called this, that, and the other. One, there's no evidence for that. Two, she does not. She knows she's making that up. And three, show the paperwork from the immigration office telling you why your visa was denied. They will tell you in the paperwork that your lawyer got, because she did not make this phone call. Her lawyer called the immigration office. And I'm going to prove that in a minute.
Let's go.
Well, obviously her lawyer called because she hired a lawyer to help her get her visa renewed.
So in 4 weeks, I can appeal the decision. She's
going to get denied again because they don't want anyone with a criminal record being allowed into America. Now, if she has a decent lawyer, if she really has a good lawyer, they would probably give her a temporary stay. But what she could do is take her ass to the Bahamas and meet Landon there instead of having him fly all the way to Europe or whatever place she's in, Japan. She can go because the Bahamas is less than an hour away by plane from Florida. Less than an hour plane ride from Florida, Miami to the Bahamas. She can go to the Bahamas. He can go to the Bahamas. They can basically bring a third party to make sure that nobody kidnapped the baby, and she will be able to see her child. But Liz is so arrogant in her ignorance that she doesn't want advice from women that could literally help her. Advice from men that could literally help her. Because she thinks she didn't do anything wrong. She believes that she's a victim. As far as I'm concerned, they're both villains. I can't look at Liz and go, oh, she's a victim. No. No, she's not. Okay? Landon is the villain. He's definitely the villain, but she's the villain too.
And we will know what was said, so we can take this obviously further. But yeah, so this guy basically fucked my opportunity to see my child and made me lose all of my money on lawyers and all these things. So if you guys want to see evil people, that's the most evil person I have ever seen.
But you allowed such evil person to raw dog you. Boom, ladies, I'm sorry. If you're young and you don't have any experience in dating, listen to me. Listen to me. Keep your legs closed. Get to know the guy for 4 to 6. I recommend 6 months. The mask will come off. I promise it. I promise you, baby girl, it will. Have a healthy older woman who has a healthy relationship with men. Don't go to these women that are like have these cat glasses and pink coochie hats on with different color hair. Talking about the patriarchy. Find a woman that has common sense, that's older, who's living a healthy life. She doesn't seem unreasonable. She doesn't seem angry. She doesn't have a hatred for men, and she has success in her relationship in the past in addition to the current one. Stop listening to damaged women give you advice from a damaged point of view. It doesn't work. Somebody like Liz, she's about to reach 30 and she's 27. So she's about to reach 30 in 3-4 years. So she still don't believe that she's in the wrong. She still can't take accountability for her actions. And so she's going to be damaged goods in her 30s giving bad advice to young women. Damaged goods in her 40s giving bad advice to young women. Damaged goods in her 50s and her 60s still giving bad advice to young women or women. And these women like to get together and show off their wounds. They don't want their wounds to heal. They just want to be able to keep it open to show you how they suffering. Oh, this suffering. Oh, this happened in high school. Okay. And this happened when I was working at the government. And this happened when I was in my late 20s. They keep these wounds fresh so they can basically play the victim card, so that they can go around and say, feel sorry for me, pity me. And it's more of these weak women than it is strong women. Opt to be part of the strong women crowd. Don't aim to be like Liz. When I look at the women that celebrate her, I'm like, damaged goods. These women are the ones that are hopped on all kinds of psychological drugs going on. Psychological drugs, SSRIs, right? And they're not the ones who don't know how to manage their emotions. They are not the ones living a healthy life. And they gravitate to somebody like Liz. Whew.
That's what I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, I have no more choice other than to leave. I can't do anything anymore because can't enter the United States anymore. And my lawyer also that I had in the United States for family law decided to ghost me after he realized that my visa got denied.
Yeah, I mean, he can't do nothing, Liz. He can't fight for you in family court if you're not allowed in America. So you paid all that money for him to process paperwork under the assumption that you're going to get your visa renewed. Therefore, as soon as you step off the plane, he was going to have this court date ready, that court date ready. He was basically going to have a mediation with Landon on this particular day. Like, he was going to have everything set up, but you're not going to get your visa renewed. Even when you appeal in 4 weeks, you're not going to get it renewed because you are criminal. And they're not going to give, I'm not saying that being a criminal in your case is bad, but if you're in another country, you got to abide by those laws. You have a criminal record here in America as a foreigner. You are not going to get your visa license renewed. You were better off marrying under the K-1 visa if you were on the fiancé visa, which I believe you were. But if you were better off marrying Landon, make him sign a prenup. Dumb. He couldn't take your money if you made him sign a prenup. And if he wouldn't sign a prenup, then okay, then don't go. Another thing I don't understand how people don't realize is that she never herself went to get her baby a passport. She relied everything on Landon. So I mean to say, you relied on this man to get the birth certificate. You relied, even though you the one had the baby, you relied on him to get the a passport, but sound like the baby hasn't gotten a passport yet because Landon don't want to travel outside of the United States. He's causing you turmoil and pain, and you dancing drunk on IG Live and TikTok is not going to change anybody's mind that you are hurting and you're suffering. And this is all self-inflicted. Stop letting these men finish in you, ladies. You don't want to end up like Liz. There's no need for them to finish up inside. Stop letting them skeet inside you. Stop having raw sex with strange men. So like he knows he has one up on you because he knows this is tearing you apart. So now that child, that innocent child that y'all brought into the world is now going to be raised by Landon's mama. The same woman who raised Landon is now going to raise your son to be like his dad. And now that trauma, those manipulative actions that Landon pulled on you, he's going to pull it on an innocent woman in the future because your dumb ass didn't know how to keep your legs closed, or when you decide to open it, make him put on a condom or make him pull out. You didn't do any of that. Now you're passing on legacy trauma to an innocent girl in the future. You ain't shit.
And he also got paid $10,000 last week, but he just ghosted me.
Yeah, so if you're in America,
just be ready to get all
fucked over by everyone.
They're gonna scam you for your money. And the system's gonna. So I can't get my child out of the United States until that demon brings me my child. But
you had sex with him. You had raw dog sex with him. You allow him to finish in you, and you had his baby voluntarily. You didn't take a plan B when you had raw sex, when he nutted inside you. You decided to go ahead and get married and then tell everybody you manifest this man because this is the type of man you was worried. This is Liz's first relationship. I want you to understand this, right? All her other relationships, well, they weren't relationships. All her other guys were sugar daddies. She was a sugar baby. She wasn't in a sincere relationship with them. That's the reason why you don't see her posting their pictures, talking about how she met their parents, blah, blah, blah. Landon was her first actual relationship. And her first actual relationship, she decided to have a baby by this fool without even getting a chance to know him that well, because she believed she manifested him. She believed that she dreamed about having a perfect man like this. Now he's a demon. She can't make up her mind.
I am basically, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not fighting. I'm not playing this game. No one is gonna fucking blackmail me, try to do this, do that. You have no power over me. And by the way...
Actually, he does. He does. You gave him this power, Liz. You gave him the power when you gave him your child. You could have had this baby any other place but America, but you decided to have it in America on purpose because you knew that was going to possibly be in your best interest. But you realized it didn't work that way, especially when you got arrested for DV assault. That just changed everything. That changed the whole game for you. So he does, and I don't care what y'all say. I know she's going around celebrating the fact that he's the baby that he's her baby daddy now. No, what did she say? She's going around when not ASAP Rocky, Oh God, Cardi B, Offset. When Offset says, "You're my baby mama now, I won," she's going around saying, "You're my baby daddy now, I won." I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, and I'm speaking as a woman who purposely did not get pregnant. See, I ain't never let no man nut in me for so many reasons, STDs and the fact that I'm not trying to get pregnant. So here's the deal. I am saying this as a woman who has never had children and was never pregnant. When a woman goes through 9 months of her body changing and you feel that life inside you, you bond with that miracle inside of you. And when you damn near die to bring that child into existence from your body outside to the world. And in her case, she did it through C-section. And then you let that child grasp on your bosom to feed. Sorry, baby, that's bonding right there. And you have been there with your little boy. You have seen his precious face. You have, played with him. You have rocked him to sleep. You have done a lot of things to bond with him even more. And you think that leaving him with his ain't shit daddy is going to make all that bonding go away to where you think you can actually look in the mirror and be happy without your child? It's cap. It's cap. I know she missed her son. It's different if you were a heroin addict and you're like, you don't care because the drugs made you disconnect from your children. Therefore, you could easily walk away. Yeah, women on drugs can easily walk away from their kids. They can easily basically neglect their kids. Also, mentally ill children. But as much as mentally unhinged Liz is, mark my words, y'all better clip it right here. She will not let this go. She will not let it go that she had to abandon her son. As much of a bad woman she is, she still loves her son. And it's not so easy to walk away and not see him again. I know she's saying, I'm not going to fight no more. She's lying to save face. She's still going to try to fight to keep her son because she still loves her son. She still have a bond with her son. And all these hyenas watching her telling us, yes, girl, let's let the men raise the kids. Let's abandon our children and give it to the men. Are y'all high? Are y'all high? Are you serious? Let's be clear. Landon has full custody of the son. But you know who's going to raise the son? The mama and also his dad. See, Landon's parents are still together, and I do believe Landon has an aunt and Landon has a sister. They're going to be happy to fill your shoes, Liz, and raise your child while you're out there getting sloppy drunk, and you're getting real sloppy drunk because the guilt is eating you alive. It's eating you alive that the loser you opened your legs to got the best of you. You want to sit up here and cope and tell myself, I won. You're the baby daddy now. You're the baby now. I won. Like, no, you lost. He is the baby daddy, but he got a support system to take care of his son. And you could have had the same support system if you had your children or your son in your family environment. Suffer, helper.
Hey, the demon is in the chat, guys.
The demon is always in the chat.
The demon is always watching, guys.
Okay, they're going to rant about... Okay, I've seen this part right here. I've seen clips of this. So they're going to rant about Landon being in the chat. So we're going to fast forward this.
Group chat with men.
And I was so vulnerable
I was
about
a problem. And I was like, yeah.
She's just bringing LGBTQ presentation.
That's what I'm part of.
Exactly. Pum pum gyals only. Guys, that's basically it. And providers. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. I really tried being a mom. I tried doing everything. Unfortunately, God doesn't want that for me. If God
Imagine blaming God for your decisions. God don't want that for me. No, you didn't want that for you. And I thought you religious people, I thought you guys believed in free will. So if you believe in free will, then you got yourself in this situation. God didn't tell you to let this man finish inside you. God didn't tell you to have unprotected sex with this man in the first week you met him and get pregnant by him and have the baby. God didn't tell you to do that. And I'm saying this as a heathen.
I wanted it. I could be it. It shouldn't be this hard, right? So.
But I mean, you literally did everything.
I did everything.
Like,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Providing, getting a house, getting everything, and sometimes it's
and all of that is in Landon's name. You got the house, you got the cars. It is all in his name, sugar mama.
not in your destiny.
Yeah.
You know.
And honestly, I was not even that excited about living in the United States. I never wanted to live there in the first place.
I just want to talk about how fucked up the system in the United States is.
Yeah, insane.
Anyone who tells you that the United States is the greatest country in the world is
they're lying. They're lying to you.
Yeah, but you decide to come here and live here and basically get a visa to stay here. This is cold. Y'all know how men pursue a woman that's out of their league? And they ask her on a date, and she reject them and said, and she rejects that man and say no. And he go, well, F you then, you ugly anyway. This is what these women are doing. These women wanted to live in America. They wanted, because I'm sorry, the Slavic country, not against my Slavs. I know I love you Slavic people. But I mean, for you all to sit up here and think, I think it's pronounced Chechnya. To sit up here and you think that country is better than America, girl, sit your ass down. So I would like to see what, like, right now she's in Japan. She could have had the baby in Japan. She could have had the baby in South Korea. She could have had the baby in France or Germany or the UK, any place in Europe. She could even went to Canada and had the baby. But you decide to come in and have an anchor baby here in America, away from your support system, away from your mama, your pick-me mama, away from your brothers and your sisters. You decided to have it in an area that you have no power. And you're supposed to be giving women advice. And women, how is she thinking strategically? Because here's my question. If she decided to take matters into her own hands, she would have gotten the passport for her son and just let Landon think that her and Landon are going to go away with the child in the future. And then when before her visa's up, she would get out of town with her baby. See, what she did was she threatened to leave with the baby. And that is how Landon got a temporary restraining order to prevent her from doing that. But had she kept her big mouth shut, which is very hard for her to do, she doesn't know how to shut up. She tells all her plans. She leaks all of it. She basically ain't got no chill. And if you're going to be a strategic woman, the first thing you need to do is shut up. Stop telling people your plans. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Stop threatening them about what you're going to do. Smile, play nice, and then execute your plan. Because had she really thought like a real boss bitch, she would have basically got the passport, her baby passport, played nice with Landon, but secretly packing her stuff, putting them in boxes, shipping them to whatever country in Europe, and then secretly buying those tickets. She already got the passport. She already the mama. She can get on the plane and she out of there. But nah. She had to threaten Landon, and that's the reason why he got a threat. She doesn't know how to shut up, and that's the reason why she's on here talking. Ladies, you cannot be the winner if you don't know how to keep quiet. A very good strategic woman moves in silence. You never let somebody know what your next plan is. You never let them see you coming. Liz don't know how to do that. That's why we know all her business. That's why she's on live right now, her IG live, telling everybody about the fact that she had her visa rejected.
If you're especially foreign, or you're a mother,
or you're an immigrant,
literally,
the system
will not choose you.
I've never seen a more racist place. ever in my
Racist.
life.
You go outside, there's crackheads
Everywhere.
Everyone
Even
is asking for money.
How did we go from I never seen a racist place to crackheads? You understand, crackheads is not a race. Woo, crackhead is not a race. So I don't know how you think that seeing crackheads everywhere is racist. Unless you try to say only black, but you can't even say that because I do believe y'all are over there in, hold on, let me find out what area they're in. Okay, so Landon and Liz were living in Dallas, Texas. So they were living in a liberal blue shithole in Dallas, Texas. I do believe Dallas, Texas is very high on the crime rate in Texas. Out of all the cities in Texas, I think Dallas is up in the top 5. I'll fact check that later.
Guys, even if you live in the affluent places in the United States, you cannot walk in your own neighborhood because there's crackheads everywhere.
Okay, that's not true. Baby, the last time I saw a crackhead is when I was a police officer. I wasn't, when I left policing, I didn't even live in a affluent area at the time. I was living in I guess you could say in a middle class area. It wasn't a low middle class, but it was just a middle class. I ain't see no crackheads. I live in a decent area now. I don't see no crackheads. What are you talking about? You live in Dallas, Texas. If you live in an affluent area and you see crackheads, then you don't live in an affluent area because affluent areas don't have crackheads.
And they come up to you like
they will attack
scary.
you. By the way, guys, we went to Texas. Literally 2 weeks in, a girl gets shot in front of us by her boyfriend.
Yeah, and that was like a really good place to live. And another time, like when we moved to our house, we hear like a shooting. Next day on the news,
Literally
4 people had died.
Shooting outside.
Yeah.
Okay, they have to be in a high crime area. Let me see what the crime statistics is Dallas. Let me find out the top high crime population in Texas. Here we go. Holy smokes, Dallas is number 2. Houston is number 1. San Antonio. Are you kidding me? So she was staying in the second most dangerous city in Texas and she crying about crackheads and people getting shot? Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio rank among the Texas cities with the highest crime rate, with Houston topping the list for both violent and property crimes in 2024. Girl, sit down. Sit your ass down. You living in one of the most dangerous cities in Texas and you crying about people getting shot and crackheads. That's like going to New York City and crying about the subway smelling like pee, or crying about people begging you for money.
Inside hearing gunshots, like
yeah, it's not like I do not understand how the people themselves do not see this or do not go like against the government or something or want some change. Like I cannot understand this because
they're so brainwashed.
Yeah,
we're brainwashed. First of all, again, I don't live in no crime area, okay? Red area. I live in a red area, baby. But I'm sorry, women who live in glass houses, how are your life going? How are the countries besides Japan? Because I don't know if you're living in right now. Somebody let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to stay too much on this. There's one more section, and I'm going to fast forward them complaining about America. But I want you to understand that you all are deflecting away from the choices that you made. You cannot improve as a person if you don't have any self-reflection. And right now, instead of you actually owning the fact that you went to jail by you slapping Landon, okay, you won't take accountability for having unprotected sex with a man that you just met that week. I mean, granted, y'all known each other for 3 years, but you saw him in person that week and opened your legs to him that week. You allowed him to have unprotected sex with you. And on top of that, you decide to have his baby after being with him for 4 months. He cheats on you and you still don't leave him. And you give him money to attack another woman that he victimized. Justice for Abby, baby. I'm glad all this is happening to Liz because she deserved it after what she did to another woman who went through the same thing she went through. And not once did she have any reflection on, could it be me? Could it be me? Maybe it's me. So her and her sister, again, the ableist, she's basically like she's not holding Liz accountable for nothing. And so instead of them basically reflecting on how they got, well, not they, how Liz got herself in this situation, they want to sit up here, America bad, America bad. But girl, America's so bad, you decide to get pets here in America. Honey, I lived in Germany for 5 years. Not once did I get pets. I was offered pets. And I said, hell no, because I don't see myself having Germany as my permanent home. I knew eventually I was going to come back to America. It looked like it ended up faster than I thought. I only stayed there for 5 years. But you had pets here, 2 cats. You brought property here. You brought a beautiful house. You brought 2 cars. You had bank accounts here. I'm saying to myself, you applied to stay here as long as possible, but you want to sit up here and talk about how America's this, America's bad, America, blah, blah, blah. But you decide to drop your baby here and have your baby here in America. America's such a bad place, you decide to give birth to your first and only child here. Girl, you just coping. You just coping. The thing about it is that if you were as smart as you pretend to be, you would have never had your child here in America. But you love this place. You just mad because we rejected you. And you're acting like one of these incels who go after the beautiful woman that they've been having fantasies and a crush on for months. That woman rejects them. Now she's a hoe. Now she's dirty. Now he ain't like her anyway. You're doing the same thing to America that guy did to that woman who rejected him. You're just a sore loser. So I'm just going to fast forward all of this, and then we're going to get to the part where she talks about the court system.
I really believe that's a good.
All of this money that
is going to.
She was like, that. Why are you guys just complying? And they were like, that's like there's to leave. Asked for a restraining order and got it granted the same day.
Yeah.
The same day got it granted.
Yeah.
So if you in the United States go into a court office, you get a restraining order over nothing.
Over lies.
Over you walked into a court office, went to the court office when she wanted to leave, and said that she was trying to take the baby out of the country, went out of Europe.
And I wanted to be able to be around my baby. So without being with him, like this guy took my baby. Like, did you notify him? Like, ma'am, you really need to listen. Like, I do got
fucking mean. They were so fucking mean. Anyone else, you don't have to scream.
The court system in the United States does not protect women. I have
you don't have to scream.
The court system in the United States does.
They were so fucking mean. It's not because you have something, you have a degree of some sort that you're better than anyone else. You don't have to scream.
The court system in the United States does not protect women. I have never seen something more misogynistic than the United States. You guys do not you know what the thing is? They think that in the United States they are free. Women are free because they can dress however they want. But you guys have no rights. Mm-hmm. Like when you actually go to the court system, a man can drag you, and they will let this go on for like however long. Because these judges want money, these lawyers want money. They don't care. They will run you for your pockets.
Okay, that's just straight up lies, ladies and gentlemen. We know that the court system, especially family court, is overwhelmingly in the favor of women. That's not a bad thing. The only time I've seen it be a bad thing, and this is anecdotal, is when 5x3 Rachel Wilson used the court system to work on her behalf to deny her second baby daddy custody of their only son. And because she used the court system to keep this father from having custody of his son, their son is no longer here. It's her fault. The second baby daddy saw how Rachel was neglecting her son, how she was not watching her son, how she was doing everything except for being a proper parent to her son. And I think he filed a temporary restraining order on behalf of his son. And he did everything he could to get a custody of his son. And it was denied because Rachel used the court system to keep that little boy from his father. And for you all to think that the court system is overwhelmingly in favor of men, let me read you some statistics. So let's start off with this. Fathers are granted custody only 18.3% of the time. Now, the reason why the Wizard Liz is chimping out right now saying that the court system is in favor of men is because she had a baby by a man that basically one-upped her. And she cannot rationalize in her head that she lost to a man, to a loser like Landon. But to sit up here and say that the American court system is highly favored in men, baby, we don't have no Sharia law here. The court system is highly favored to men in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, in Iran, yeah, but not in America. It's overwhelmingly in favor of women. And here's these statistics to prove it. Right here. So if 18.3% of men who pursue custody actually get custody, that means overwhelmingly the custody is given to women. But most women in America are not dumb like you, Liz. Also, here's something else. Mothers are awarded child support nearly 2 times as often as fathers are. Oh, but I thought it was heavily favored into men. That doesn't sound like it's favored into men. Sound like it's favored into women. Fathers are awarded nearly 10% less on average in child support. Fathers receive less than the awarded child support than mothers. 69% of people surveyed believe that having a father in the home is essential to a child's happiness. More than 25% of fathers live apart from their children. Oh, but I thought the majority is for men and that the courts say, you the daddy, you get to have the kid over the mother. That's not how this works. Stop just lying. She's just damaged goods. And basically, in order for her to actually appear to be a victim, she's just lying about the court system here in America. And I'm sorry, I know some of you probably listening to this are young, but the court system, but nobody in America is going to deny this, is overwhelmingly in favor of women. And I'm not against that. Okay, for most of the cases. But in her case, the reason why she doesn't have custody of her child is because 1, she had the child there in America. 2, she did not pursue to get a passport for her child herself and then get out of Dodge with her own child. Nobody would stop her, I promise. Her and Landon are not legally married. So since they're not legally married, she could have got the passport and then secretly got some airline tickets and then could have left out of the country with the child anyway. But she's not smart. And that's the reason why she's losing right now. And let's not forget, she has a criminal record, so she's not allowed to come back into the court. When she is allowed to come back into America, she will have custody, if probably shared custody, but she will be able to fight for, if not full custody or custody, partial custody of her child. She can't do nothing right now since she's not an American citizen and not allowed to come back into America.
Yeah, everything in the United States is money. Oh my
God!
And everyone can sue you, by the way.
Everyone can sue you.
If you have money, you're going to court every fucking week.
They have like these billboards of like lawyers that said, "Oh, sue this person." Like they're literally like encouraging other people to sue people.
Yeah, we can easily sue. What does that have to do with the fact that your visa got denied? This is deflection. Also, had you made Landon sign a prenup, you wouldn't be worried about getting married to him. See, I wonder what's more important to you, Liz. The fact that you don't want him to, like, if you really wanted custody of your child, you would have played the long game. And had you listened to somebody like me, I would have been like, okay, tell him you're going to marry him, but he has to sign a prenup. And make that prenup very strict, meaning that if you two get divorced, he gets nothing. And even in the prenup, say you're willing to fight 50-50, okay? And then contest that when you get divorced. But you got to get in there first. And if you're worrying about your money, that's what prenups are for. But you wouldn't even have to worry about that had you not had the baby in America, or had you got the passport instead of waiting on Landon to get the passport. You would have got the passport yourself and got out of America with your baby. But you don't have anybody reasonable and strategic in your life, and that's why you're in the loser seat.
Constantly. It's really, the whole system there is really fucked up.
Yeah, family court is so fucked up because they will prioritize
They
them.
sound like men. Men say this. Women don't say this. Men say this. Because men are the one who lose custody of their children. Men are the one who have to pay ass. By the way, I'm not, they got me sound like I'm a man's rights activist. But this is what men do. Men are always crying about child support. Men are the way want to talk about how they can't see their kids because of their baby mama. This is what men say. And these two battle acts think we are going to sit up here and take their side and act like they don't sound like men. The losers are the ones who make these arguments.
Man, guys, the United States is the patriarchy.
Yeah, they are literally the patriarchy.
It doesn't matter that you gave birth. It doesn't matter. They will prioritize the man. If the man wants custody, he will get it.
That's so, again, I prove this to be false. 18.3% of men get custody. They're just lying because they're just damaged good women. Damaged goods, excuse me. They're nothing good. They're just damaged goods. These women are salty, are jaded, and they have a lot of trauma, and they're just spitting it out. And a whole bunch of other women who can relate to this trauma. Lioness will never listen to hyenas like this and go, that's right, girl. That's right. You'll never listen to this and agree with this if you're a lioness. You just wouldn't. We're just listening to two hyenas crying about how the lion eat their ass real good. Well, that's wrong. I guess you could say like conquer them or something, not eat them.
Get it? Because they want to encourage men to show up and do
that's
all
why
of that.
all these men, after Liz shared her story, so many women told us that they're living in the United States and their babies got taken from them.
Yeah, this is just a lie. This is just a lie. A lot of times women will lie so that they can bond with other women who they feel that they can share their victimhood with. Y'all just lie. I'm not going to listen too much of this. This is just stupid after a while.
The judges really prioritize men.
And also, like, they keep going with these women to court. Imagine you give birth, you almost fucking die, then you are postpartum dealing with hormonal issues, and then it doesn't end in a few weeks or something. This shit continues for a year and 2 years after.
Liz, that's your experience. And guess what? I could probably count on one hand the amount of women that had your exact experience. But most women, the overwhelming majority of women don't have this type of experience. The majority of women who are having babies in America are United States citizens, or they're here legally on a green card, or they have their visa that's not going to expire anytime soon. And they have custody of their child. They are not multimillionaires like you. Or maybe you're just a millionaire. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving you too much grace. These women, they ain't got your kind of money, and they still get custody of their child or children. You can't do nothing while you're not allowed in America. You have no rights. You gave that up when you got on a plane and left without your child. And again, if you was thinking strategically, you would have left out of here with your child's passport, but you would have done the first thing you did wrong was allow him to raw dog you. That's the first thing. The second thing is you allow him to skeet in you, finishing you, ejaculating inside you. The third thing you did, instead of taking a plan B, you allowed yourself to get pregnant. You didn't get an abortion. And therefore, that's where we are right now with you. All your fault. I know damaged women go like, but Landon was pretending to be something like that. You could have you could have kept your legs closed. Now what? He didn't force himself on her. She willingly opened her legs up to him the first week they met at the airport. Ladies, you cannot be better women if you don't take accountability for your actions. If she was mentally mature, she would have like, yep, I was young and dumb. I should have never had sex with him that early until I got a chance to know him. I should have never allowed him to have unprotected sex. And most of all, I should have never allowed him to skeet inside me and get pregnant. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I should have gotten an abortion because I don't know this guy. But if she wanted her baby for her own reasons, she should have not had it in America when she knows that her visa is about to expire. But she thought she was going to marry him under the K-1 visa. That's what I'm assuming. But then when she got that DV assault charge, all that went out the window. Him cheating went out the window. She's not going to get married to him. And I'm going to end the video because I can go on and on about this. And I'm going to reply to this video tomorrow. I'm not going to be on camera because she was unhinged on this one. I don't understand how anybody going to sit up here and say, get a provider, man, but you're the provider. She has been the provider of this relationship for the last year and a half. How that work? So she's the sugar mama now. While she's teaching other women how to get sugar daddies, she's the sugar mommy now because she doesn't have any experience being in a real relationship. Landon is her first real relationship, and now she doesn't know what to do because she made so many mistakes. Instead of owning it and taking accountability so she can learn from it, she's basically blaming it on America, blaming it on the crime system, blaming it on the crackheads, blaming it on the homeless, blaming it on the laws, blaming it on Landon, blaming it on the judges, blame, except for the woman in the mirror. I'm here for this train wreck. Oof, honey. But anyway, I could go on and on. I'm not. If y'all want to see the rest of this, it's trust me. What is this called? This is called Wizard Liz Stream. This was done. Oh, this is somebody who lives across the board. So this stream was done today because the day is the 13th, right? So she did this today. So if you no poom, no opinion, child, please. So it's out there. It's like an hour and 2 minutes. It's a headache as far as I'm concerned. But if you want to see someone not take accountability, then you can watch it. Again, I want us as women who are lionists to separate ourselves from hyenas. We are better than them in every sense of the word. Please understand that, and please carry yourself as that. If we make mistakes, like I told you, I was wrong about the information I gave in my last video about them being under common law marriage. I found out that doesn't apply to Liz because Liz is not here. She's a foreigner, so that doesn't apply to her. So they had to actually get officially married. So I told you, hey, I was wrong. And here's the real information. Liz could never do that. And what do you call someone who can never admit they're wrong? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think below this video. Don't forget to give me a like. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video tomorrow talking about her live stream on her YouTube channel. That right there was unhinged too. Okay, later taters.